Good Friday evening, folks. Today is August 16th, 2024. I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages. An update for you now on Hurricane Ernesto that is now directly impacting the island of Bermuda as a Category 2 storm. So here's the latest. Directly impacting Bermuda. Indirect U.S. impacts coming our way currently and through the entire upcoming weekend. Higher swells, big rip current risk up and down the entire East Coast, and also some coastal erosion, especially up into New England as the storm continues to be strong. Elsewhere in the Atlantic Basin, though, all quiet. We're not tracking any other tropical disturbance and no named storms out there in the entire basin. Here's how it looks Ernesto as of the 8 o'clock advisory from the National Hurricane Center. 100-mile-per-hour winds, low-end Category 2 storm, gusts up to 120. There's Bermuda. There's the center of Ernesto heading right towards the island there. Now, if you blow out the shot here, you can see the storm is getting very elongated here as it's getting lifted to the north. And eventually it's going to gain its latitude and its wind field will expand. But right now impacting Bermuda with the strongest winds and the biggest waves as well and storm surge. Moves off to the north, does generally weaken down to a Category 1, and then clips St. John's and heads up into the North Atlantic as a extratropical storm by that point. Still a pretty big storm, but out in the middle of the Atlantic, so not impacting anybody. As I mentioned, aside from Ernesto, there's nothing else going on in the Atlantic Basin, and no tropical development is expected over the next 7 days, which is unusual for this time of the year. We start to usually see things tick up in terms of activity. Not the case right now. That's the latest out in the Atlantic with Ernesto impacting Bermuda. After tonight, it'll be north of the island and heading out into the open Atlantic. If you have any questions, you can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We'll see you again. Have a great weekend.